ॐ वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्ते भेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः।
ॐ
ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः।
अथ षोडशोऽध्यायः।
अथ
षोडशोऽध्यायः।
श्रीभगवानुवाच
भगवानुवाच
प्रवृत्तिं च निवृत्तिं च जना न विदुरासुराः।
प्रवृत्तिं च निवृत्तिं च जना न विदुरासुराः।
न शौचं नापि चाचारो न सत्यं तेषु विद्यते।
न शौचं
शौचं
नापि
नापि
चाचारो
चाचारो
न
न सत्यं
सत्यं
तेषु
तेषु
विद्यते।
विद्यते।
असत्यमप्रतिष्ठं ते जगदाहुरनीश्वरम्।
असत्यमप्रतिष्ठं ते
असत्यमप्रतिष्ठं ते जगदाहुरनीश्वरम्।
जगदाहुरनीश्वरम्।
अपरस्परसम्भूतं किमन्यत् कामहैतुकम्।
अपरस्परसम्भूतं
अपरस्परसम्भूतं
किमन्यत् कामहैतुकम्।
एतां दृष्टिमवष्टभ्य नष्टात्मानोऽल्पबुद्धयः
एतां
एतां दृष्टिमवष्टभ्य
दृष्टिमभक्तभ्य
नष्टात्मानोऽल्पबुद्धयः
नष्टात्मनोऽल्पबुद्धयः
प्रभवन्त्युग्रकर्माणः क्षयाय जगतो हिताः।
भवन्त्युग्रकर्माणः
भवन्त्युग्रमाणः
क्षयाय
प्रमाणः
जगतो
क्षये
हिताः।
काममाश्रित्य दुष्पूरम् दम्भमानमदान्विताः
काममाश्रित्य दुष्पूरं दम्भमानमदान्विताः
मोहाद् गृहीत्वा सद्ग्राहान् प्रवर्तन्ते शुचिव्रताः
मोहात् गृहीत्वा सद्ग्राहान् प्रवर्तन्ते शुचिव्रताः
चिन्तामपरिमेयां च प्रलयान्तामुपाश्रिताः
चिन्तामपरिमेयाञ्च प्रलयान्तामुपाश्रिताः
कामोपभोगपरमायेते निश्चिताः
कामोपभोगपरमाये तावदिति निश्चिताः
आशापाशशतैर्बद्धाः कामक्रोधपरायणाः
आशापाशशतैर्बद्धाः कामक्रोधपरायणाः
ईहन्ते कामभोगार्थम् अन्यायेनार्थसञ्चयान्
ईहन्ते
कामभोगार्थम् अन्यायेनार्थसञ्चयान्
Up to that we have seen chapter named Devasura Sampat Vibhaga Yogaha. The first three shlokas of the chapter dealt with the Devi Sampat, Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhihi, Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi, Abhayam fearlessness, purity, Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi, that is Shastra, Adhyayanam, then Dhanam, charity, Damaha, sense control, Swadhyaya, Tapaha, Arjam, straightforwardness, Ahimsa, Ityadi, those 26 spiritual values were talked about in the first three shlokas. Starting from the fourth shloka onwards, it is Asuri Sampat. Bhagavan describes in more shlokas on Asuri Sampat. Having said Dvau Bhuta Sargo Lokesmin, Deva Asura Yevacha, Deva Asura Yevacha, Dvau Bhuta Sargo Lokesmin, in this shloka, two Bhuta Sarga, two types of beings created. One is Devaha, other one is Asuraha. Then starting from the seventh shloka, says, that's what we chanted, Pravrittim cha, Nivrittim cha, Janana Vidurasuraha. So those people, that is Asuras, they do not know Pravritti, they do not know Nivritti, meaning what is to be done, what should not be done. They don't have any knowledge of that. What should be done? What should be done? What must be done? That is Dharma. Dharma is to be done. Adharma is not to be done. But they do not know. Therefore, what should not be done, they will do. And what should be done, they will not do. Therefore, they are against. Therefore, Adharvikaha, they are against Dharma by nature because they are Asuras. Because they are Asuras, they endowed with Asuri Sampata. And they don't have Shaucham, purity, both inner as well as outer. And Acharaha, no disciplines, religious disciplines, no Achara, no good conduct, both disciplines in the world as well as in religious discipline. Religious disciplines are meant for disciplining one's antakarnam, also one's behavior, one interaction in the world with other people. The approach to the life, they don't have that acharaha. And satyam also, they are not truthful. They don't have truthfulness at all. And they say satyam, asatyam apratishtam te. The world is apratishtam. Without the world is jagat is asatyam, without truth and without dharma. So we say the entire jagat is pratishtam in dharma. Dharma Moolam, but they say it is without Dharma, without Ishvara, Anishvaraha, no God. So Jagat Jagat, he says Jagat Karanam Brahma Ishvara. For them there is no God at all. And how this creation has come, it is aparaspara sambhutam. It is just born of the union of man and woman. Therefore, it is only caused by desire. What else? Kim anyata, nothing else. So, etam drishtim avalambya, they resorting to such view, which is a wrong view, not a healthy view, unspiritual, materialistic view. Those people do not have discrimination. Alpa buddhayaha, they are lost forever. They are lost spiritually. So therefore, prabhavanti ugra karmanaha. They take resort to ugra karma, very cruel actions. And jagataha hitaha abhavanti. They become the enemies of the jagat. Not only they destroy themselves, they destroy the jagat also. Example, First World War, Second World War, and the Third World War is impending. So therefore, jagataha hitaha, starting from Mahabharata onwards, starting from Duryodhana onwards, these people are always there asuras. So therefore they destroy. That is why Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya Drashtutam, that prayer is. Bhagavan comes as Avatara. And Kamam Ashritya Dushpuram, this Kama which is insatiable desire. Therefore taking Kamam Ashritya, resorting to this Kamam, Damba Mana, Madanvitaha, Damba is pretension, Damba. Mana is vanity. And Mada, Damba, Mana, Mada is intoxication, the haughtiness. So endowed with this, the people are holding on to wrong views. Mohat Virgitva Asat, untruth, holding on to the wrong views due to delusion, because Mohat, the delusion, Ashuchi Vrataha, they are result, they have got the resolve, and the resolve is Ashuchi, impure. So therefore, Ashuchi Vrataha, not Shuchi Vrataha, Ashuchi, Pravartante Shuchi Vrataha. That Avagraha is important, Sandhi it is. Ashuchi Vrataha. Therefore, they don't have any real purpose. Ashuchi Vrataha, false purposes. They engage themselves in various action and due to delusion. So those people, and they are committed, Chintam, Aparimeyam, they are committed to Chintam Aparimeyam. So they are given to the lifelong misery and anxiety, Chinta. And Aparimeyam, immeasurable, until death, and they are intent on enjoying the pleasures, the objects of desire. And they conclude this alone is the purpose. Life is only this much alone. Therefore, they are Kama Bhoga Uparamaha, Kama Bhoga Paramaha, not Uparamaha, holding onto the sense pleasures as the highest goal. Therefore, they are very much convinced in Shitaha. And Yetavatyeva, life is only this much alone. They are much convinced. And they are both sense objects. The pleasures derived from sense objects, they are the that is the highest goal. They are committed to that alone, nothing else. So sense objects, pleasure derived from sense objects. That is why Hrinam Gritva Gritam Pibet. So Basmi Bhutasya Degasya Punaragamanam Kutaha. Therefore, they are completely materialist. All materialists are not asuras, but all asuras are materialist. Therefore, and Asha Pasha Shategi, bound by Shategi, hundreds of this Asha and Pasha. Asha Pashahi. So Asha is desire, expectation. That is a Pasha. So by the strings of these expectations in hundreds, they are bound. Baddhaha samsarinaha eva samik saranti samsare. Pudarapi jaranam, pudarapi varanam iti samsare pravartante. and Kama Krodha Parayanaha. In contrast to what we saw before, Kama Krodha Vyuktaha. Kama Krodha Vyuktaha Jnaninaha. Kama Krodha Parayanaha Ajnaninaha. This Asuraha. Therefore, Artha Sanchaya Neva Igante. They committed to earn and accumulate huge money, crores and crores of money, like our political leaders. By how? By resorting to anyaya, resorting to anyayena, adharmena. For what purpose? Kama bhogartham. But do they really enjoy? It is not also. They don't know. They are ajnani. They are ajnani and they are asuraha. So ajnanam is, if it is harmless ajnanam, it is okay. It is maybe that ajnanam, because of ajnanam, the person may not get moksha. That is okay. That is personal. But sometimes the ajnanam can cause problem to the other people. That is dangerous. So once the self-ignorance, it doesn't, if it causes only problem to oneself, it is only up to the individual. But this ignorance, if it causes total damage to the society, to the world at large, then it is a serious thing. Then only they are called asuraha. Not all ajnanis are called asuraha. Ajnaninaha, mudaha, deluded people. That's okay. Most of them are deluded, samsarinaha. But asuraha is different. They are ajnanis, of course, but they are threat. They are a threat to the society. They are threat to the world. So, having said up to this, we have seen up to this. Now, the next shloka, which we have to read, so they can see more of description of the asuras. Bhagavan describes asuras, and all these shlokas are simple. We can understand from this shloka onwards. We will see simple shlokas. There will not be much to explain. Also, let us read shloka number 13. Idamadhyamaya labdamimam prapsye manoratham.
idamadhyamaya
इदमद्य मया लब्धमिमं प्राप्स्ये मनोरथम्
Idamasti te bhavishyati punardhanam.
इदमस्तीदमपि ते
इदमपि ते
भविष्यति
भविष्यति
पुनर्धनम्
पुनर्धनम्
So starting from this shloka, the following three shlokas, they are within quote. That is the asuras, they present about their thinking, their pattern of thinking. That is, they themselves tell. So, Maya Adya Idam Labdam. This is gained by me. Maya Labdam. Maya Labdam means wealth, property, whatever it is. They're all Manoratham. Manoratham means desire. Manoratham here, it means desire. So desires are called Manoratha. Ratha is chariot. The chariot that is in the mind, the desires in the mind, Manoratha. Desires are called Manoratha. As the Ratha moves here and there, somebody's mind also, due to desires, propelled by desires, moves here and there. Therefore, desires are called Manoratha. So Maya Adya, today, Maya Idam Labdam. Today, this is gained by me. I have gained this. So therefore, and Prapsya also. Prapsya is future tense. Labdam is Praptam, Aptam, Maya, Idam. This I have gained today, Adya. Prapsya, I will gain that which is pleasing to the mind. So the planning for the future. In future, I will gain this. They work out. They plan and they act accordingly. They work out their plan for gaining, for the fulfillment of the desires, Manoratha, in future. So Prapsya. So Imam Manoratham Prapsya. I will gain that which is pleasing to me, pleasing to my mind. That is the objects of the desire. So I will gain the desired object shortly in future I will gain. Idam asti, idam api. So this much wealth I have. Idam asti, idam api me bhavishyati. This much wealth I have, and I have a plan. I will work out, and I will gain this much wealth in future. So idam dhanam me asti. This much wealth I have now, and bhavishyati also this much wealth I will have in future. So therefore, their mind is always thinks about the money, this artha and kama. So therefore, artha kama pradhana. That is nothing wrong, artha kama pradhana, but only artha and kama at the cost of even dharma. Then it is a problem. Therefore, asuraha. So by resorting to any means, illegitimate means, even at the cost of the ins of others, they earn money. That's why previously it was said anyayena, artha sanchayan. So this much wealth I have now and I will accumulate more in future. So they work for earning, looting, earning more money. And this is how the most of the modern even corporates function also at the cost of the environment, the nature, the resources, natural resources, causing harm to the people. There are lost asuraha, asuri sampata. So therefore they destroy people and to gain wealth. So therefore there are asuras all over the corporate world, in the world. In fact, some countries are run by these corporates, the industrialists, the leaders. Asuraha eva. So this is how they think. Idam adya maya labdam and imam manoratham aham prapsye. Idam dhanam idam asti idanim asti mama samipe and punardhanam bhavishyati. Punaha dhanam me bhavishyati iti te chintayanti. Ke these asuraha. These asuraha chintayanti cheshtante eva. In the previous shloka, Bhagavan said, Igante artha sanchayan, Igante cheshtante artha sanchayan. That is cheshtante because the thinking is like, therefore they cheshtante, Igante cheshtante. Then the next shloka. Aso maya hata shatrur hanishe chaparanapi.
असौ मया हतः शत्रुर्हनिष्ये चापरानपि
Nichetaparanapi
Ishvarohamaham yo bogi siddhogam balavan suki.
ईश्वरो ईश्वरोऽहमहं भोगी
Bhogi
सिद्धोऽहं
Siddho
बलवान् सुखी
Balavan Suki.
In the previous shloka, their kama was presented. Now in this shloka, their krodha. Krodha is said. Asau shatruhu. Asau that person, rival. So asau shatruhu maya hataha. That person who is my enemy, rival, was destroyed by me. Asau shatruhu. So aparan anyan, varakan, hanishye. I will kill. I will destroy others also. So I will destroy enemies. I have destroyed enemies. This enemy has been destroyed by me, and I shall destroy the others also. Others also means including innocent people also. So others, enemies and others. Those who are not enemies. Those who are not enemies, then also I will kill. It means they want to be at the top, unrivaled. So therefore they kill. And such people alone were depicted in Purana as Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha. So therefore they, therefore they stand for the arrogance, they stand for the cruelty, they stand for this, the foolishness, they stand for adharma. So in contrast to the jnani, whose mind is always occupied with Atma, with Bhagavan, whereas these people, the mind is always centered on Anatma, on Aham. Aham is Ahankara. So therefore they are interested, committed to only to the welfare of oneself. There should not be any enemies. So they want to be without enemies, unrivaled, kingdom unrivaled at the top. So therefore, Maya Hataha, enemies, and all other people also. They are not enemies, but if they don't obey me, I will destroy them also. I will, I will, no sanction. I will announce sanctions for them. So therefore, they also cannot thrive. In process, they also will get destroyed or made poor, like how the Trump does. So therefore, they are jealous, highly jealous, not happy with the progress of the other people, other nations. Therefore, Anyan Varakanapi Aham Anishi, I will destroy. And Aham Ishvaraha, like Hiranyakashipu said, Aham Ishvaraha, I am the Lord. And Aham Bhogi, I am the Lord and I am the enjoyer. So I am the Lord, there is no one above me. So I am the Lord. I am the Lord, Asura says. I am the Lord, Jnani also says. But that is the difference. I am the Lord when Asura says that I am what they hold on to, that I am is Anatma. When Jnani says I am, that I am is Ishvara, Bhagavan. Therefore, there is 180-degree difference between these two Aham. One Aham is Ahankara, pure Ahankara. Ahankara, it is Mamakara, Aham, it is Ajnana, pure Ajnanam. Other one is only Jnanam. Aham Ishvaraha is Aham Ishvaraha is not out of Ahankara, it is out of Jnanam. Jnani says. And the Jnanis are blessing to the society. And these people, Asuraha, they are disgrace to the society, very harmful to the society. The presence of the Jnani itself is a contribution to the society. Whereas the destruction of these people, Asuras, are the real welfare of the people. And they are bogi. Therefore, for their boga, they destroy anything. Bogi. They are self-interested. So therefore, always indulge in boga. And they claim themselves to be a siddha, accomplished person. Avidyaya mantare vartamanaha. Swayam dhiraha panditam manyamanaha. As Upanishad says. Janganyamanaha pariyanti mudaha andenaiva niyamanaha yathandaha. So therefore, they are mudaha, siddhaha, agam siddhaha, I am accomplished person. Iti. For them, the wealth is an accomplishment, power is an accomplishment. So unrivalry is an accomplishment. Bhoga, being a bhokta, having all the pleasures, that is an accomplishment. Even when all these were given to Nachiketa, Nachiketa denied. That is the real accomplishment. Ye Rama Sarata Saturyaha Nahidrisha Lambaniya Manushyahi. He gave Abir Matta Abhi Paricharayasva. Please don't ask about Maranam. Maranam Manu Prakshihi. Iti, when Yamadharmaraja told, Nachiketa denied. I want only Varastume Varanaya Sayeva. He didn't budge at all. He chose only that Tritiya Varam, that is Yayam Prese Chikitsa Manushya. Astityeke Nayam Astiti Cheke. He wanted to know what happens to the jiva after maranam. In spite of being tempted with a lot of offers, Tata Ishaputra Pautran Vinishva, Bhagavan Pashu Nasti Iranyam Ashwan, Bhumir Magadayatanam Vinishva. Everything Yamadharmaraja offered, but Nachiketa simply rejected, denied everything. That is the real accomplishment. And he accomplished, of course, at the end, gaining jnanam from the mouth of the Yamadharmaraja himself. In contrast to that, and here the Asuras, he says, they say, I am an accomplished man. So therefore, Siddhaha, the word, is used for both Jnani as well as Ajnani. Jnani's accomplishment is a real accomplishment. This Siddhaha is, it's not really an accomplishment. It is out of Ajnanam, out of Mudatvam, deluded. And they say Aham Siddhaha. How did they accomplish? Balavan, Aham Balavan, I am the most powerful person. I can dictate terms. And therefore accomplished. So therefore that accomplishment because of the power, physical power, muscle power. And therefore they say Aham Siddhaha, Aham Sukhi. Aham Sukhi, that Sukha is not born of Sattva, it is Rajasika Sukha. Either Rajasika or Tamasika. Aham Balavan. Because they are Balavan, therefore only they trouble others. Because power is there. Balam, force, power, powerful, physical power, muscle power. So therefore Balavan, power in terms of everything. Power over the prajas, power over their armies, power over their own kith and kin, powerful people, influencing other nations, therefore powerful. And they think because of which they are happy, therefore Sukhi iti. Then the next shloka. Adyo Bijanavadasmi Konyo Stisadrusho Maya.
अढ्योऽभिजनवानस्मि पुण्योऽस्ति सदृशो मया
Yakshe Dhasyami Modishya Gitya Vimohitaha.
यक्षे दास्यामि मोदिष्य यज्ञानविमोहिताः
Aham Hadyaha Asmi. Adyaha means rich. Aham Adyaha Asmi. Aham Abhijanavan Asmi. Adya. Adya means one is one who has wealth. Adyaha. Depending on the context, the meaning change. Adya can mean one who is praiseworthy also. So, but here it is referring to the person who has wealth, money. And Abhijanavan. I'm a cultured person. Who thinks this Asura? The thinking of the Asura. The Asuras think I am rich. For them, rich in terms of money alone, not in terms of values, not in terms of the guna, not in terms of dharma. And they say, Aham Abhijanavan Asmi. My birth is noble. I have a noble birth. Born in a good family. Gotra. So Abhijanavan, cultured person, born in a cultured family. But really speaking, he doesn't have any culture at all. Maybe his ancestors would have been. But this person, Asura, doesn't have culture at all. But he claims himself to be a Abhijanavan Asmi Aham. And Konyo Asti Sadrusho Maya. Who is there equivalent to me? There is no one in the world equal to me. This is pure Ahankara. So Konyo Asti Sadrusho Maya. Who else is there equal to me? And when he says also, people around will not say anything. They also will acknowledge because he has power, Balavan. Therefore, Konyosti, Nobel Prize should be given to me alone. He may claim. Therefore, Yakshe Dasyami considers himself to be a huge Danavan. Yakshe Agam Dasyami. Yakshe Dasyami. I give charity and I perform yajna. Yakshe, I will do rituals, etc. Maybe doing, but for what purpose? Only for publicity, only for self-promotion. So for bloating the ego, Yakshe performs yajna, announces also. So it's only Dambartham. Then Dasyami also, they give in charity, but publicize, self-promotion. Therefore, Dasyami, Aham Yakshe, Aham Dasyami, Yakshe is Uttama Ekavachanam. I shall perform Yakshe Yajna. Aham Dasyami, Aham Modishye, and I will enjoy. Modishye, Aham Modishye. Iti Ajnana Vimogitaha, Iti Ajnanena Vimoganam. Vimoganam is delusion. So therefore, delusion, Ajnanena Vimogitaha, because of confused values and attitudes, completely deluded by ignorance. Vimoha. Ajnanena Visheshana Mogitaha, not Vigataha Mogitaha. Yes, Ajnanena Vimogitaha, completely deluded by ignorance. So therefore, the people of confused values and attitudes, dangerous to the society. Therefore, Aviveka Bhavam Apannaha, Ajnanena Vimogitaha, Iti, those people think. Up to this is only the quote. Aham yakshe, aham dasyami, aham modishye, then iti is with that the quotation stops. Starting from the shloka number 13 onwards. Maya idam labdam, maya manoratam idam rapsye, then me bhavishyati punaha danam idam asti danam mama aso maya hataha shatruhu aparanapi maya anishye. In future, aham ishvaraha, aham bogi, aham siddhaha, aham balavan, aham sukhi. Aham adyaha abhijanavan asmi aham konyosi sadrusho maya aham yakshe aham dasyami aham modishye. All aham iti, that is the quote. Iti ajnana mogitaha, these asuraha. After that it is quotation is completed. These are the thinking of the asura. That is those who are endowed with asuri sampate. Then Bhagavan says, अनेक चित्त विभ्रांता मोहजाल समावृताः
अनेक चित्त विभ्रांता
चित्तविभ्रान्ता मोहजालसमावृताः
प्रसक्ताः कामभोगेषु पतन्ति नरकेषु च
प्रसक्ता
प्रसक्ता
कामभोगेषु
कामभोगेषु
पतन्ति
पतन्ति
नरकेषु
नरकेषु च
From here onward, Bhagavan, he presents the Asuri Sampata, the characteristics of Asura, in his own words. So quotations, that is over. Thinking of the Asura is over. Now, Aneka Chitta Vibhrantaha, referring to the Asuras. Aneka Chitta. Chitta is Eka Chitta, then it is fine. Eka Chitta is, there is one thought and continuous thought, that is one goal. One thought is there occupying predominantly in their mind. Therefore, they are committed to a particular end goal. Aneka Chitta means their mind is all over, thoroughly confused. And Vibhranta, Aneka Chitta Vibhrantaha, Chitta Vibhranta, completely deluded by innumerable thoughts, confusing fancies, thoughts, chitta vibhranta, aneka chitta here, moha vritti. As they said, aham ishvaraha, aham adhyaha, aham abhijanamanasmi, konyosi rudursho maya, aneka chitta vibhrantaha. Completely deluded by various thoughts. Is moha vrittayaha. And mohajala samavritaha. They are caught in this jala, the web, the network of moha. Moha is opposite of viveka. So absence of viveka. Avivekinaha. Moha is net. Net catches an object, covers and catches an object. Animal is caught with a net. An animal is caught by an hunter. How he spreads the net. Animal comes and gets covered and gets caught in the net. So similarly, these people get caught in the spell of ignorance, aviveka. Therefore, moha jala samavritaha, they are samyak avritaha, encircled, encompassed, surrounded by the net of delusion, wrong ideas, delusion. Therefore, mudaha and kama bhogeshu prasaktaha, deeply attached, engaged, attached to kama and bhoga. Kama is vishaya. Kama vishaya. Bhogaha, enjoyments. Therefore, kama vishayaha, vishaya bhogaha, vishaya bhogeshu prasaktaha. Pra means completely. Prakarshena, saktaha, sanjidatu. So they are completely attached to the bhoga. In contrast to that, the Nachiketa was offered with the objects, the kamaha, which are not available in this loka, which are available only in the other lokas, Surgadi loka. Those are impossible to gain in this loka. When it was offered to Nachiketa, what did Nachiketa say? Shubhobhava martyasya adanta kaitatu sarvendriyanam jarayanti tejaha. All the Vishayas, the kamas, what you offer, like Shata Yushaha, Putraha, Pautran, Bhagun, Pashun, Hiranyam, and Bhumir Mahadayatanam, all those Kama, Hima, Ramaha, Sarataha, Saturyaha, everything, whatever you offered or offer, all these things will be temporary. Shvaha Abhavaha. Tomorrow it will not be. And also, Sarvendriyanam Jariyanti Tejaha. It just Jarayanti. Jarayanti Tejaha. What does it do to the sense organs? All the sense organs, in course of time, because of continuous enjoyments of the sense vishayas, it will lose its brilliance. It will lose its function. Jarayanti. One day the sense organ will not be able to sense even the objects. Jarayanti gets older, lose its power. Tejaha. Apisarvam jivitam alpameva. The life in this world is alpa, only for a short time. Therefore, these things I don't want. You keep tavaiva vagaha tava nityagite. Whereas here, these people, they are asuraha, committed to kama bhogaha. So kama bhogeshu prasaktaha. So asuraha. So in the Kathopanishad, preyaha sheha, iti that sheyaha Preyo margah, Shreyo margah, otherwise Shreyah, Prayah iti, the life goals were talked about. The people who take to Preyo marga, Prayorti, they are Kama Bhogeshu Prasaktaha eva. Shastra doesn't condemn, doesn't criticize prayers, Prayorti. That is why we have Karma Kanda of the Veda, huge portion. But those who think that to be Shashvata and to gain that at the cost of anything and the cost of anything in life, those who intend on gaining, thinking that is permanent, they are asuras, they are talked about. At the cost of even people also. Their, their interest is they're purely self-interest. They've got only self-interest. So therefore, since they are attached to karma, they become blind as though. They like Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra was so much attached to his son. So its Viveka is stultified. Viveka Buddhi is stultified, doesn't function. Even though everyone is endowed with Viveka, including Dhritarashtra, because of his obstinate attachment to his son, his Viveka is stultified. And here we are talking about the Asuras who are deeply attached to the Kama Bhoga, even at the expense of Dharma, they want Kama. Because they are Prasaktaha, completely attached to Kama Bhoga. Therefore, Sharira Abhimanam, intense Sharira Abhimanam. So therefore, Kama Bhogeshu Prasaktaha. The result is Narake Ashucho Patanti. For them, Naraka Dwara is Apavrutam. Naraka is open. Finally, they will fall in this painful Naraka. The only solace what we have is Naraka is not permanent. Having gone to Naraka, having experienced the Dukkham, that is for the Papa they have committed here in the Bhuloka, having experienced Dukkham, again they will get another chance. Kshine Pape, we have to not Punya, because having gone to Naraka Loka, Kshine Pape, Matya Loka Mishanti, again they come back to the Manisha Loka. Bhagavan has given Buddhi, again they have to work, earn Punyam and Papam according to their mental tendency, the inclination. What would be the inclination of the people? Having been oriented to this karma alone, their mind influenced the base, the sattva and rajasika icha. And if they overpower the viveka buddhi, again they will commit to karma which are papa, and again they will go to naraka. Therefore, that will be a pain, eternal pain, that is eternal hell, eternal pain. It's not hell is eternal. They will keep committing papa and go to naraka, again come back, keep committing papa, go to naraka. That would become a cycle for them. By Bhagavan's grace or some pura punyam, if they happen to come across Shastram and Guru and realize their mistake and correct themselves, that is a great thing. So that is also pura kata punya. Then they can work on their ajnana here and get free. For them also moksha is there, moksha is open. As Bhagavan said in the Gita itself, in the 9th chapter, Papa Yonayaha iti, he says, those who are even Papa Yonayaha born to the Papa Yonis, for them also there is a chance. So they can work. They can work for moksha. So api chet sudaracharo bhajate bhamananya bhak. Saudareva samantavyaha samyak vyavasito hiraha iti Bhagavan says the Gita. Even if someone of improper conduct, dharma, seeks me, then that person also considered to be a good person. But for that, one has to seek the Lord. So that is that itself is a big thing. So therefore, the same chapter, Bhagavan it says, Striyo Vaishya Tata Shudra Tepi Yanti Param Gatim Mangi Partha Vyapashitya Epesyu Papayonayaha. So those who are born families which are which are given to improper conduct, those people also they attain me, provided they choose to attain, provided they choose me. Whereas these people, Asuraha, Kama Bhogeshu Prasaktaha, Kutra Patanti, Kutra Gachanti, Narake. Naraka is Ashuchau Narake. Shucha means Shuchi, clean, pure. Naraka is not pure. That people suffer. How can be pure? It is impure, it is unclean. And in Garuda Puranam and all, it is described. So therefore, Ashuchau Narake, Te Patanti, into the hell, foul hell. They fall, they go after Maranam. Then further is Bhagavan says, Atma Sambhavita Stabdha Dhanamana Madanvitaha
आत्मसम्भावितास्तब्धा धनमानमद्भान्विताः
Yajante Nama Yajnaiste Dambhena Vidipurvakam.
यजन्ते
यजन्ते यज्ञैस्ते दम्भेन विधिपूर्वकम्
पूर्वकम्.
All these words, Aneka Chitta Vibhrantaha Mogajala Samavrtaha, descriptive words of the Asuras. Kama Bhokeshu Prasaktaha, then Atma Bhava Samanvitaha. Atma Bhava is not Sachidananda Atma, here reflexive, oneself. They are honored. By whom? By themselves. Atma Bhava Saman, Atma is reflexive pronoun, identified with Sharira Manasangata. Sambhavana is honoring. The Atma Bhava Sambhavita, Atma Sambhavitaha, self honor. They honor themselves. They themselves give title to themselves, claim themselves to be the king, the ruler of the world. Atma Bhava Sambhavitaha. And they are Stabdaha, arrogant. Stabdha means arrogant, filled with the pride, arrogance. They don't bend. Stabdha is that which is stiff, that which doesn't bend. Therefore, pride stands for pride. Dana mana madanvitaha. Sorry, dana, not dana, dhana. Shweta. Dana mana madanvitaha. Dana is wealth. They have got wealth. Therefore, they think with wealth they can accomplish anything in the world. So dana and mada. Dana, live dana. Mana and mada. They are full of manam, that is opposite of amanitam. Manitam, na manitam, manitam, that is a positive value, enumerated in the 13th chapter. So mana is vanity. Mada is haughtiness. So endowed with the mana and mada, which is caused by dhana. So that's why dhanam, and dhanam is there, one has to be careful, vigilant, exercise caution. Why? It can lead to mana and mada. A person can become arrogant. A person can become haughty when dhana is there. Therefore, mana and mada, anvitaha, endowed with mana and mada, due to dhana. The Bhashyakara gives the Vigraha Vakya for this. Dhana nimitta manaha, dhana nimitta madaha. So, manascha madascha mana madau. Dhana nimittau manadhanau. Taihi atabhyam anvitaha. So, madhyama padalopi samasa. Dhana nimitta. Caused by dhanam. Caused by wealth. Their pride and arrogance. They are filled with the pride and arrogance because of the wealth. That is how the wealthy people behave in the world, which we see. Minus wealth, they are nothing. So therefore, wealth causes. It's not a dosha of the wealth. It is another problem. We attribute the dosha to the wealth. Wealth is important. This is not the dosha of the wealth. This is a dosha of the people. The more wealth you have got more chance to do dharma, charity, earn punya. Even whether punya is there, you gain or not, that is, whether you believe it or not, that is not a thing. At least you can help others. That for that one must have a reaching out heart. It should make you humble. Understand dhanam comes and dhanam goes. Doesn't stay with one person. It's like a river. So that is not for mana and mother, not the dosha of the dhanam. It is the dosha of the person. The patram is not good. The dhanam has gone to the wrong patram. So therefore, dhanam mana dhana anvitaha due to dhanam. And yajante nama yajnaihi. They perform rituals only in their name. Selfish purpose. Nama yajnaihi. Yajante nama yajnaihi. They perform rituals just in name, only for namesake, only for publicity. That is in name that self-promotion. Yajante, lot of yajnas, only for the sake of publicity. In their names they perform, that is promotion. Not really committed to the yajna. The yajna you have to offer, dakshina, etc. So therefore, they are not interested in all those things. Therefore, they just perform those yajna just for self-promotion. So in those times where this Vedika time, therefore yajnas are performed. So therefore, and those people who perform yajna just for the self-promotion, they are criticized. And in modern context, we can take yajna means the charitable works they perform only for self-promotion. Nama yajna hite yajante. And dhambena vidipurvakam. Avidipurvakam dhambena. Dhamba referring to this rajasic. And avidipurvakam referring to tamasic tendency. So therefore, dhambena avidipurvakam nama yajnehi te yajante. So avidipurvakam, vidhi referring to the shastra. Shastra gives the vidhi, the rules, disciplines. Avidipurvakam means discarding that. Discarding the disciplines, the rules enjoined by the Shastram out of Dambena, that is Rajas, pure Rajas. Not following the Shruti, not following the Veda Niyama, that referring to tamasic attitude. And Damba is Rajas. So Dambena, they perform yajnas only for the namesake, not really. Therefore, they will not get punyam out of it. It is not performed with the proper attitude. The yajna is not performed with the proper attitude, the phalam also will not be there. So therefore, avidipurvakam yajante. The next shloka. Ahankaram balam darpam kamam krodam cha samshritah.
अहङ्कारं बलं दर्पं कामक्रोधं च संश्रिताः
Kamam krodam, separate word. Maparadehesu pradvishantobhyasujakaah.
मामात्मपरदेहेषु प्रद्विषन्तोऽभ्यसूयकाः
तानहं दुषतः क्रूरान् संसारेषु नराधमान्.
तानहं द्विषतक्रूरां संसारेषु नराधमान्
कृपां Kripam yajasramashubhan asurishveva yonishu.
क्षिपां
क्षिपां
क्षिपां यजस्रमशुभानासुरीष्वेव योनिषु
यजस्रमशुभासुरीष्वेवयोनिषु
योनिषु
So all these people, asuraha, they are given to these things samshitaha. What are they? Ahankaram. They are given to samshitaha, given to, they have taken resort to ashitaha, samyak shitaha, ashitaha, given to resort to what? Ahankaram. Ahankara is ego. Ahankara, sense of individuality. Aham, arrogance. And they have balam, power also. Power, strength. So they have got power. And darpa, arrogance, darpa. So balam is there, darpa, arrogance also is there. So therefore kama, krodha, they end up with kama, krodha. So such type of ahankara comes with all these things. So therefore ahankaram, balam, darpam, kamam is there, krodha is there. So therefore kama, krodha, ahankaram, balam, darpam, kamam, krodham cha samshitaha. So all these are there in that person. They resort to this and mama, mam, atma paradegeshu. So paradegeshu, pradvishantaha, mam, atma paradegeshu. That is, Bhagavan says here, mam, atma paradegeshu, pradvishantaha, mam pradvishantaha. That is, these people hate me. Pradvishantaha, ma vidvisha vahai, that we say, that is same, vidvisha, dvish dhatu, second conjugation, dveshti. So pradvishantaha, shatranta, mam pradvishantaha, atma paradegeshu, in the body of I who am in the body of themselves and others. Mam pradvishantaha, they hate me. So Bhagavan alone is in all the bodies as Antaratma, Antaryami. This person despise, hate me who am present in their own as well as the other bodies. Atma is Atma Degeshu oneself. Swadegeshu, Paradegeshu in other bodies. Abhyasuyakaha. Abhyasuyakaha. Abhyasuyakaha is they hate, they find fault, they are slanderers. So Abhyasuyakaha. Abhyasuyakaha te mam pradvishantaha mam atma paradegeshu pradvishantaha mam abhyasuyakaha te. So they hate me who am present in their bodies as well as in other bodies. And these people are abhyasuyakaha. Abhyasuyakaha means slanderers. They hate me. Abhyasuyakaha. So great cavaliers. They find out defect in others. That's called asuya. Asuya is finding fault. They even find fault with Ishvara. Ishvara is there in all the beings, in their own body, in their bodies also, in the body of Asuras also. But they find fault even with that Ishvara. Therefore, Abhyasuyakaha. Then Tan Aham Dvishataha. Aham Tan Aham Tan Dvishataha. Aham Kshipami Tan Dvishataha. What do I do? They hate me, that's okay. What do I do? Aham Kshipami. I throw them. those who hate me, haters of me, I throw into what? Ashubhan, Kruran, Naradhaman, Ajastram, Samsareshu, Asurishu, Eva Yonishu, Samsareshu. So these people, they, these people who hate me, I threw them. What type of people are they? Kruran, Kruraha. They are cruel, Adharmikaha. Dharma Varjitaha, Kruraha, te. So Kruran and Naradama, they are the lowliest among the human beings. Manusharupena Mrigaha Saranti te. And Ashubhan, Ashubha means they are committed to only the actions which are not auspicious, which are not proper. Therefore, adharmikaha, they commit only the actions which are not proper. Therefore, Ashubhan. So, therefore, iti, Ashubhan, Kruran, Naradhavan, Shubha is auspicious. That's why we bless saying Shubham Bhuyat. Ashubha is that which is not auspicious. Therefore, they take to action which are not auspicious. And Naradavan and Ajastram. Ajastram is perpetually. Therefore, perpetually, continuously. Therefore, these people, I threw them. I throw them. I throw them into hell. That is Naraka. Naraka is not maybe some Naraka. Shastram says Naraka Loka is whether into Naraka or not. They again and again fall into this samsara, punarapi maranam, punarapi janam, this samsareshu aham Kshipami in the form of Asurishu eva Asurishu eva yonishu, into the yonis of the Asura. So therefore these people, I throw them means, not Bhagavan deliberately throws them into the Asuri wombs. Because of their karma, and Bhagavan is karma paladata, therefore Ashubhan, Ashubhan, Kruran, this Asuran, Naradaman, I throw them into Asurishu Yonishu. I throw them, that is, they have to take birth in Asuri wombs. Because karma, they are Adharmikaha, they commit to the lifestyle of papam, causing affliction to others, to oneself, to themselves also. So therefore, they will continue to be a samsari. Therefore, perpetually I throw them into the samsara, which is in the form of taking janma again through the wombs of the Asuri. Asuri wombs means Adho janma, lower janma. Therefore, they take different janmas, lower janmas. Even the snake also, snake janma is also Asuri, because they're poisonous, snake is poisonous. So it's Asuri yoni. So therefore, taking birth from the yoni of a snake, that is Asuri yoni. So therefore, that is samsara. So for Asuri yonishu, Asuri yonishu, aham kshipami. I don't throw, but their karma takes them, the karma takes them through various janmas, and that is what is samsara. So they take various janmas and continue to be a samsari. They suffer. Why? Because aham tan, aham dushataha. Those who hate me, means those who do not recognize me, those who disregard me. Sarva bhuteshu antara pratyekhatmana aham varte, but not recognizing me, interested in self-indulging and sense pleasures, even at the cost of dharma, engage in adharmika karma. Therefore, they fall into this perpetual samsara, taking janma after janma in the womb of an lower creatures. lower creatures as well as in other, even human beings also. But to take a human birth, there should be an appropriate mixture of punya and papa. When there is appropriate mixture of papa and punya, then human janma, and they will get janma in that also uncultured family, or in a country where there are no values, there are only sufferings. There are many, like Somalia, Yemen, etc. They take birth and suffer. They continue to be a suffering being in the world. And further, he said that we will see. We'll see in the next class. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Vanti Divyaistavaihi Vedai Sangapadak Kramopanishadaihi Jayanti Yam Samagaha Jnanavastita Tadgadena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam Navidusura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Dhanyavadaha.
धन्यवादः जी।
धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद।